What's up, guys? How you all doing today? Saturday today, so it's a nice beginning of a weekend, and it's actually quite late on in the afternoon now, and it's 10 to 4. And I've been so busy this morning, I just have not had time to pick up the phone and kind of start shooting any kind of vlog. So this morning I got up really early, had some work to do, and then headed over to training at 7 o'clock, and then trained there for an hour, and then finished there and headed straight over to another training session at 9 o'clock. So I've done 2 training sessions this morning, and immediately I got back from them two. Oh, they went well, by the way. I'm still having grief with this shoulder, but yesterday was a funny day. I felt so ill yesterday, and not ill in the typical sense, like coffee, cold, you know, feeling, I don't know, whatever you would sort of consider a normal illness, stomach aches, headaches, that kind of thing. I just felt like my whole body had given up on me. I know that sounds ridiculously over-exaggerated, but that is literally how I felt. I don't know, I just had a really bad day yesterday. I can't explain it. My body just, maybe it had enough, or maybe I had a bit of a bug inside me in terms of an illness sort of bug, and it made me weak, or I don't know, I can't sort of put anything on it. But I went out for lunch yesterday with Jade, and once I'd eaten, I started to feel a little bit better, but the morning yesterday was just awful. And then when I got back from lunch, I went to sleep for a couple of hours, which I never ever do in the daytime. Got up and then went out for a meal with my family last night, which was really nice actually. And once I'd sort of got up and got out, I felt a little bit better again. But yeah, very strange day yesterday. I was really feeling sorry for myself. I just felt so, I don't know what it was, I can't explain it. I just felt ridiculously down, rough, knackered, exhausted. I don't know, loads of stuff. I can't explain it well. Anyway, I've waffled on long enough about my man illness. I was in a lot of pain as well. I just told you, I always do that, don't I? I say I'm going to stop waffling about that, and then I carry on talking about it. I was just in a lot of pain yesterday. That was what it was. I just couldn't handle it. Anyway, I am going to stop talking shit about that now. So last night, went out for a meal with my family, my mum, my dad, my sister, who's actually carrying even my new nephew or niece, which is incredible. And I keep forgetting as well, but then every time I see her, obviously she's got a large bump, and then I kind of remember again. So huge congratulations to my sister and my brother-in-law as well, Mike. So yeah, went out with them last night, my mum and dad, and obviously Jade as well. Went to Five Guys because we took my dad there a few weeks ago, and ever since then he's been absolutely non-stop talking about it. In fact, the other day he went as far to say that he'd been thinking about it all week. So yeah, my dad absolutely loves Five Guys, so we went back there. It was a bit of a celebrationary dinner. My parents have sold a bit of property that they've owned for a long time, and it was a good investment. So that was that. And then we came back. I finished watching a film. I watched that Ryan something. It's the guy out of Star Trek and Keira Knightley. And yeah, he's such a great actor. I think he's a great actor. I loved the film. I thought it was absolutely fantastic. So definitely recommend that one. Ryan something. I'm sure if you Google it, work out the name of the guy in Star Trek, and you'll put it all together. Yeah, so great film. And then I started to watch that new film about the life of Jesus, and I can't remember what that's called either. But I watched the first 5 minutes and realised that I was far too tired and went straight to sleep. So that was that. And then my day began this morning. So today, now I've got home finally. Oh, that was it. After training, I went straight to meet Jade. Took her out for lunch. I was going to take her out for a nice lunch. I put a nice shirt on and that, and I thought, you know, I'll dress up, take her out for a nice kind of little romantic surprise lunch. And when I got there, she's like, oh, we're already sitting down in McDonald's. So I had to then go and sit down in McDonald's and have a McDonald's with them. Anyway, it doesn't matter, but it was just a nice little idea from me. And then now I'm back. I've got to finish my Galaxy S5 review. I've actually filmed most of the footage for it. And so I've just got to do the audio, and there's a couple of extra bits that I wanted to put in as well. I need to take some photos, sample photos and video as well that I want to put in with it. And there's a couple of other extra bits like the case and stuff that I want to just put into the review. So that should be up maybe tomorrow night. And then I've actually already finished my Xperia Z2 review, but there was a couple of bits I wanted to add into that, so that will be up maybe Monday or Tuesday as well. So over the next few days I'll have all my major kind of flagship handset reviews done, which is really nice. And I've come up with a few ideas as well for my main channel that I'm going to be doing. I'm going to think up like a series of videos like top 5 Mac accessories, and I'm going to do that like every month or something, and a couple other bits and pieces as well that I thought of I'm going to chuck in. Another great thing as well, and I might even be able to show you this, if you go back a few months, I raised some money for some people to invest in a new application development business, and I'm actually putting together 2 apps. One of them is a Twitter app for Android, which is, I would say, 60% done. A lot of the work that goes into that was all around the authentication process and a whole bunch of other crap that's actually quite boring. But now we're getting onto the kind of interface stage, and all of the graphics have been done for that and are looking good. So it's just a question of applying the graphics to the interface, to the sort of back end, if you like, and then tidying everything up and whatnot. But we're very, very quite far through that. And the other one is another app that I can't tell you about, but I'm actually about 60% of the way through that as well. I'm working on some code at the moment for that, and my team are doing some other bits with interface integration and some sort of pretty stuff. So they're going to be probably, well, I would say pretty much ready for release, hopefully by the end of this month, which I'm very, very excited about and pleased about, because it has been taking up so much of my time. It's just unbelievable. So yeah, very excited about that. But let me just see if I can show you. Where is it? It's called My Twitter App at the moment. Here we go, My Twitter App. So, I mean, I can't show you too much of this. This is actually a few versions old now as well. But there is the kind of sort of profile screen, or half of it anyway. I've not finished the bottom bit. But there is like the profile screen. So you can see my profile picture and the sort of background picture, and then it's just overlaid with some other information. And there'll be some more information on there as well. If you slide out to the side, you've got timeline, mentions, messages, connect, which will show you like all of the kind of notification type stuff, favourites, search, and then settings as well. And you will also be able to, it's not done yet, but you'll also be able to swipe between screens as well somehow. Well, I'm not, with that there, I'm not quite sure how that's going to work. Damn, people always do that. Ring me when I'm bloody in the middle of a video. Yeah, so that's the kind of beginnings of it so far. In fact, I'm not quite sure what we've decided on with the switching between screens. Anyway, it's in the documentation. I can't remember what we're doing there. But yeah, that's essentially kind of where, in fact, let me just go to the timeline and wait for that to come up. There's a lot of sort of debugging stuff in there at the moment, so it's a bit slow. So you can see here, this is kind of how far we got. This is the timeline here, and it's automatically showing the picture previews, which you can see there. It's also showing replies, favourites and retweets. You see these 3 numbers here at the bottom. See one there from Marquez, that tweet. So 0 replies, 4 favourites, 0 retweets, I think that is. But obviously there'll be little kind of logos and stuff for that. Haven't put them in yet. You can type to compose, so you can put your tweet in. This is not how it's going to finally look. This is just showing you how far we've got with bringing in all of this information into the kind of tweets and stuff. You can click on links, a whole bunch of stuff. So yeah, the Twitter app is looking mighty fine at the moment. There's so much more still to do in terms of the way it looks and feels, but you wouldn't believe how much of the work has been involved in just doing that what looks like a little bit there. Adding all the interface on is actually quite an easy part. So anyway, that's just a quick insight into that. And the other thing that I was going to say is I'm going to start doing a weekly, I don't know, how would you call it, like a series as well on this channel. And I'm going to call it the top 5s. But I'm going to let you guys choose the top 5. So it could be top 5 business ideas, top 5 ways to get laid, top 5 ways to, I don't know, build a Twitter app. I don't know. Top 5 ways to have a beautiful lame hair like mine. I don't know. Whatever the hell you want to pick. And I'm going to try and do it every week, and I'll probably do it over a weekend day. So yeah, you guys leave me your ideas below as to what you want your top 5s to be. And what I'm going to do is, if you all upvote the one that you want me to pick. So if someone writes, you know, top 5 ways to shave your leg hair, then you guys will see that comment, and even if it's someone else's, if you hit the thumbs up on that comment, their comment, or yours, obviously other people can do it to yours, whatever, then I'll pick the one with the highest votes at the end of the week, providing it's not ridiculous like top 5 ways to stretch your butthole or something like that. So yeah, leave your top 5s down below. I will try and pick the top voted one, but if there's one in there that I think is specifically good, then maybe I'll pick that out. But generally, I'm going to let you guys choose. So yeah, let me know. Do you think that's a good idea, or do you think that's a bad idea? Because a lot of people say, oh, we want to know your top 5 TV shows, we want to know your top 5 movies, we want to know your top 5 YouTubers, all of that kind of stuff. And in some cases, it won't be a top 5, it might be like a top 10. Because if you say to me my favourite top 10 movies, top 5 movies, I can't fit them into top 5 because there's no way. So I might have to stretch that to like 20 or something. But you guys get the message anyway. I also wanted to say to you a huge thank you for all of you guys that use my Amazon affiliate links. They are down below in the video description. I get so many tweets saying, oh Adam, I've bought this CD, or I've bought this DVD, or I've bought this capture card, or someone said the other day headphones, and that's really, I'm so grateful for you guys doing that, because it kind of just helps to fund some of the little bits and pieces for both the channels. They run at a huge loss, so it really does help me out, and I really appreciate the fact that so many of you have just like set my affiliate link to be your Amazon homepage and stuff like that. You know, it doesn't cost you anything. All you have to do is put the link, but it really does help me out. So thank you so much for that. And that is going to be it for me today. I will be back with you guys obviously tomorrow. We're off out for the day, and I will speak to you then. So have a great weekend. Be safe if you're out on the piss tonight. And yeah, wear a condom as well if you manage to get laid. And yeah, just be cool. Peace.